We are playing, yeah, Phelia and Brawl. This deck is so sweet. It's my favorite Brawl deck, by quite a bit. And we are basically just blinking all of this value stuff. And yeah, we're blinking circuit menders and, dogs, split skin dolls, helpful hunters, all of this kind of stuff to draw cards. We're messing with our opponent's hand with things like Invasion of Gobakhan or, you know, what else is there? There is Inspiring, oh no, Extraction, Specialist, Elite Spellbinder. Right, so there's basically a bunch of stuff. We're removing our creature spells, removing our opponent's creatures. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Uh, Touch the Spirit Realm. One of our best cards here is the Princess Takes Flight. So this card says exile up to one target creature, and they don't get it back unless we hit the third chapter. So if we blink it out before the third chapter, their card is just permanently exiled. So if we play Failure on turn 2, Princess Takes Flight on turn 3, blink out the Princess Takes Flight, and then we get to exile a second creature, and their first creature is never coming back. Right. Same with Containment Priest. Card is also very strong. It does a similar thing. If a non-token creature would enter and it wasn't cast, exile it instead. So, yeah. Basically, this deck has a load of removal, a lot of value, a little bit of protection for failure, and we're just trying to grind them out. We're playing some cards that are expensive but get cheaper. So, Overlord of the Mistmores has Impending. Combat Thresher has Prototype. And Anti-Causal Vestige has Warp. And we also have Harlia, who also has Warp. Um, so we're trying to get these into play for a reduced cost, spend their cheaper cost, blink them with failure, make them come back and get their enters triggers again, or their leave triggers again, and their big bodies, right? That we can get into play early. So, yeah, this deck is really awesome. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the games. Yeah, they were really fun. We win 5 out of the 6. Take a loss on our last game, but you have to watch to find out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye bye. Phelia Brawl, or Phelia Brawl. We just grinding value with Phelia, drawing some cards, locking our opponent out of playing creatures, kind of. Um, yeah, the deck is pretty cool. Let's see how our game 1 goes, I guess. And hopefully we can find an opponent. Oh, there we are. Alright. Let's see. Come on. Metasynth playing against Ugin, Eye of the Storms. Should be pretty easy. Like, the colorless decks, they're pretty cool, but I don't think they're actually that strong. And this hand's pretty good. Got 1 drop into Phelia into 3 drop. We're going to play a Legion's Landing. So this is quite good in this deck. Like, it can be an Ancient Tomb that doesn't take 2 life if you just get to max speed. So we're going to be playing that now, so we can get to speed 2 already by attacking with this vampire token. And the next turn we can Failure and blink either Elite Spellbinder, Lauren of the Third Path, or Skyclave Apparition. Lauren's super strong into colorless too. Yeah, like, they've just lost the game at this point. Alright, nice, good game. Like, I'm gonna bet you so much money. I'd bet you my entire life savings that I will not lose this game. Just because of blinking Lauren to take out all their ramp. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they concede here. I hope after all that I lose, but yeah, no, there we are. That was just, yeah, it's rough for them when they're trying to ramp up and we just have Lauren to blow up all of their artifacts. But yeah, I get nice quick game 1. I'll see you in the next one. First game 1 was just really easy. Ooh, be nice to get Lauren again. No, but they actually play removal, so this is a bit of a harder matchup. Perilous Snare's good card. Skyclave Apparition's good card. All of these are good cards. Can probably... Man, Gemstone Caverns, bro. It never comes down when we want it. It's always when we're on the play. Alright, make a clue. Pass. Yeah. I don't know what we're going to pitch to Solitude if we're pitching something to Solitude. Like, Is it Blade Splicer? Or is it like... Okay, they have a land tax. Who cares? They can get basics into their hand, although they've already got like 2 in there. Like, they've already got a surveil land. I don't think they'll be struggling for lands. Alright, we'll play Gemstone. Go to combat, get in with a Novice in Spector. Hit you for 1, and pass. Okay, they're gonna trigger their land tax. Would you like to go grab some lands? Yes. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're supposed to pitch to Solitude. If they just play Sithis here, there's a high chance that we win the game. Because we don't even need to Solitude, we can just Perilous Snare. Oh, they're not going to play Sithis. Alright. Good choice. Do we run out Phelia or not? Oh, now we definitely do. Alright, they have a Legion's Landing. Card we play as well, as you saw in the last game. Yep, Legion's Landing comes down, makes him a vampire. Alright, I can play Phelia. Go to my turn. Oh, instep back to discard, sure. We didn't draw the land. I think we have to crack a clue, try and hit a land, and then run out a Selfless Savior if we do hit the land. We do, nice. Just because it sets us up like a lot better for the future turns. If we didn't have that land there, we'd be... I don't know, we can get up, we're trying to get up to 4 mana next turn, and then blink an Overlord of the Mistmores and win the game. Be quite nice. I think probably just this vampire getting damage. I could have blinked Novice Inspector to get another clue, but our hand's pretty proactive. We can do that later if we need to, but and into matchups like this, pumping Phelia, getting counters on it isn't super relevant. Like against like a Sithis player, they're not really playing, you know, damage-based or fight-based removal. They're just playing like Path to Exile, Swords to Plowshares, all the white removal, basically. So you can play an Arid Mesa. They're going to fetch. And then, what, run out Sithis and a 1 mana enchantment or something? Would not hate that. Let me just get to Perilous Snare and win the game. Sithis. Just gotta hope that it's not a removal spell. Okay. They go to discard, so it doesn't look like they have a... Well, they might. Okay. You're gonna draw planes. Sure. Perilous Snare is so good in this deck. Like, all of the sort of, like, exile, return, removal spells are just insane. We're gonna take this Sithis. They're gonna protect the Sithis. But that's kind of fine. It gets, what, Hexproof, Indestructible. That would be quite bad, usually. But with the Solitude, combined with the fact that we can just blink it and exile maybe their Legion's Landing or their land tax, it just doesn't matter. I don't really, like, land tax just doesn't seem to do anything for them at all. Alright, it's gonna come back. I guess we'll take land tax, but because we want to maybe blink this Perilous Snare again to hit Sithis later if we want to, so we don't really want to take the Legion's Landing, because if we did, they can just get a vampire and when they get it back. Whereas with this land tax, it's never going to do anything, but it's better than... Oh, maybe I should have blinked the Novice Inspector. I don't know. It's interesting. But either way, we've still got the Skyclave Apparition just to, like, start gunning down things. They're going to Audacity, there's Sithis. I think here's where we respond with a Solitude. Pitching Blade Splicer. Blade Splicer is really good for making a board, but Overlord of the Mistmores is just better. And since we've got that in our hand, we do not really need the Blade Splicer. Alright, that's exiled. And Solitude's going to die. Sithis Trigger's going to resolve, and Audacity's just going to go to the yard. They're going to Ghostly Prison. That's pretty bad, actually. Skyclave Apparition's a good card. Oh my god, an Ancient Tomb. I mean, it's not really the best time for an ancient tomb, but wait, actually, maybe it is. Oh, we can impend this overlord and then blink it with Phelia, paying the 2 with the ancient tomb. That is insane. Hold on. Alright, we're going to get in with Phelia, paying the 2 with the ancient tomb. We're going to blink this overlord, and they just scoop. Because if we blink overlord, we get another 2 flyers, and we get the 6/6 body, which is just absolutely nuts. Alright, solid game 2. On to game 3. Going, I guess. Being on the play really helps. At least we have a gemstone caverns, and then being on the draw really helps. Mendicant core. Oh, this deck is really nice because it's actually not in like a hell queue. If you guys know what hell queue is, it's like all of the best brawl commanders are in hell queue. I'm on the play. Alright, this hand looks okay. So basically, like, all of the Ruskos and all of the, like, really strong Brawl commanders, they just go in hell queue and face each other. Whereas Phelia is not considered that strong. Oh, Mendicant, you're right. Okay, they're good. Do I want to tap land? No. So basically, yeah, since Phelia's not in hell queue, we don't have to face these absolutely disgusting matchups. Which helps our win rate, obviously. And we face the players, I mean, as you can see, they've been conceding pretty early, most of them. This Mendicant's not long for this world. Flash in a Phelia. Next turn, if we draw an untapped land, we can Shelter by Ghost Guide of Souls, but since we did not, we'll play this Kabira takedown tapped. Do I want a path? Probably not. Like, if we path, I can just cast it again next turn, which is not necessarily bad for us because we've got a Guide of Souls in play as well. But I think I'd rather just Shelter by Ghosts. Oh my scoop! I mean, these games have just been one piece of removal and they're just out. All right, game 4. Game number 5. Probably the last one. Depends on how long it is. Against... I'm not sure if it's the same opponent, but it's definitely the same deck. His hand looks fine. Played this Alseid of Life's Bounty. You can see we're playing a lot of protection creatures. Like the Selfless Savior, all that kind of stuff, just to protect Phelia. This time they have the Chromox. Just to protect Phelia. Just because if we don't have Phelia, the game plan just like it falls apart quite easily. They're just gonna run out a Thrasios. Do I want to journey to know where their Thrasios? I'm not sacking the strip mine now, that's for sure. We have way less lands than they do. I think I'm just journey. Oh, I think I'm just journey to nowhereing this. It doesn't really do very much for them, but I think if we journey, we can blink it later with Phelia. Blinking the oh my god, one removal spell and they're done. Alright, we're going to game 6. They were ahead. One removal spell, they're just done. It's just absolutely pathetic, really. Like, we play a removal spell, we're not ahead in any way, but they just decide to concede. Alright, let's hope we get a real game here. Otherwise, I might have to do another video on Phelia in the near future, but we'll see. Against Rafine, usually quite a strong deck. And this hand's pretty bad. But is it mulligan bad? If I'm on the play, I think it's probably fine. Definitely not running out of land drops with the ambitious farm hand plus 4 lands in my hand. I think this might be a strip mine game, to be honest. Although I think we get Phelia in play and then strip mine. We could play the strip mine as our first land just to psych them out. Like, if we just strip mine, pretend to be strip mining their turn 1 land, are they just gonna not play anything because we played a strip mine and they're playing the fetch strategy? That would be funny. Because we can just do this, we can just keep doing this, right? We can play a land, bluff, and they can't get a surveil land. We just deny them value from playing the turn 1 strip mine. Alright, now they probably have a counterspell there. Alright, if we land this Phelia, we're definitely strip mining them. Split Skin Doll, and then just get some value from there. Do they have a counterspell? Okay, they're gonna fetch. Shock. Remand Phelia. Okay, you can go in my hand. Now what? I think we just strip mine the Godless Shrine, honestly. Because we can still cast Phelia. Is it the Godless Shrine or is it the island? I don't know. Like, if there's a higher chance that they're stuck off one colour if we hit the Godless Shrine. But if we hit the island, maybe they can't cast counterspells next turn. I think maybe it's the Godless Shrine. Although we do want to avoid them having counterspells for Phelia. We're just passing after the strip mine. So we can flash in Phelia on their turn. Surely they kept a risky 2-lander. Nope. MDFC though. They're shocking. It's not a good sign, really. But there's not much we can do. Cast a Phelia. Does it live, is the question. It lives. Almond Kept Restway. Another good Start Your Engines land. Like, probably, again, it seems quite weird, but giving our creatures haste is very strong, especially Phelia. We'll attempt a Split Skin Doll. Now or in response to the trigger would be the time to kill Phelia. Seems like they are. Because now we're just looting off the Split Skin Doll. They're gonna subtlety the Split Skin Doll? Do they have any way to negate the subtlety trigger? No. Oh my god, why did they subtlety that? I guess they just didn't want us getting value, but why didn't they just subtlety the Phelia? Doesn't make any sense. Alright, we got up to speed 2. And also, this deck is very, very quick to gain speed. Like, we could, we play a 1-drop, we play a speed land. We're up to speed 2 on turn 3. Oh, that's why. So now they get positive tempo with their Raffine. But we do have the laydown arms for this Raffine. It does cost 2 mana, but 2 mana get rid of Raffine is still very good. You're going to discard this gold forged Thopteryx. We're going to player planes. Pay 2. You're going to lay down arms. You're a fiend. Paying a ward. Alright, ward is paid. Exile that. And then probably just go for Split Skin Doll. We can on Ambitious Farmhand to get our land next turn. Right, we'll get him with Phelia. Blink the Doll. The bad thing about this interaction is that when the doll comes back, Phelia has 3 power, so we do have to discard to the Split Skin Doll. But either way, it's still pretty strong. We can discard. I think we want this Alcid. I think we can discard this Farmhand since we drew the land. Although this Loran's probably not going to be very useful. It's probably better than an Ambitious Farmhand, which is just like max a 3/3 lifelinker. Our draws have been like reasonably bad this game. Like, we've drawn quite a lot of lands. Oh, actually, we've only drawn 1 land. We kept a. Oh no, we've drawn 2. We kept a 4-lander, but one of them was Strip Mine. We just gotta hope that they can't kill Phelia, really. Because if they don't kill Phelia, we can jam a Loran to make sure the Split Skin Doll just draws us a card without making us discard. And we can play Alcid with popping it up, or we can reprieve. Like we can play Alcid and have the mana to activate it. And this Ambitious Raceway is going, like, it's going to be online next turn. Oh, they have a Treasure Cruise. That card is very, very strong. Are they passing? If they pass and try and remove a spell, we've got the reprieve up. Nope, they remove now. Alright, they're going to Vanishing Verse the Phelia. Alright, Phelia can go in the command zone. Invasion of Gobekhan. Good card. I think the Invasion, hold up reprieve, and cast the Alcid. Well, this Malcolm is kind of becoming an issue. They have Grief, Stern Scolding Dinnick, Brazen Borrower, March of Swirling Mist. Their hand is very strong. Next turn, are they just slamming Grief? Although if they slam Grief, we can just reprieve it. What do we not like them having? Probably a 1-mana Stern Scolding. If they March of Swirling Mist, I don't think I really care. I think we want to take the Stern Scolding. Make them pay 3 if they want to hold it up. Then we will... I think we actually attack the Gobekhan. Usually... Oh, that was very close to hitting no attacks. Usually if you want to keep... Or like... We don't really care about flipping the Gobekhan because we're going to be blinking it to make all their spells more expensive. But right now... Oh, I forgot to cast the Alcid. Oh, that's really bad. Alright. But right now... with not having Phelia in play... Okay, what are they discarding? Anything we know about? Or something different? Maybe they want to hold their Grief and discard it to the Malcolm next turn and try and get it into play for free. Although, with this Malcolm, draw a card, then discard a card. There are 4 or more chorus counters. They are casting in Dinnick. I don't really care about Dinnick. I think I'm just going to pass. Although maybe one reason I should have attacked their face with the split skin doll is are they gonna cast a fairy mastermind? Alright, this game is getting away from us, I think. Okay, they go to their turn. Hopefully they just jam a grief. I don't know why they're not attacking with Dennick, to be honest. Alright, we're taking some damage. They get a free caster card with Malcolm, which is probably going to be this grief. Yeah, it is. I will reprieve grief, because once grief is reprieved, there's not really a card that I care that much about not being in my hand. I do not like them holding up the stern scolding though. Oh, now I care about Dennick. Sun Titan, bro. Getting back a strip mine. Oh my god, bro. I could have resolved a Sun Titan and had it actually work. So it says cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities. Yeah, that completely shuts down the Sun Titan. That's really not good for us. Do I play into Stern Scolding, or do I just let them waste the mana? That's a good question. I think I have to make them use it, which just feels terrible, but I think I have to give them counterspell value if I ever want to get Phelia in play. They have a no more lives, bro. I don't really know why they cast that instead of the... I guess they want to bounce something with this Brazen Burrower, but... Okay, we can Invasion of Dominaria, our second siege of the game, battle. Alright, we're going to gain 4 life, draw a card. That's going to trigger the Fairy Mastermind. They get to draw a card. I'm going to play Plains, play an Alseid of Life's Bounty. I could max out speed. I don't think I really care about maxing out speed. I'm just going to run out this Loran of the Third Path. Destroy none of my things, because coincidentally, both of my things are artifact and enchantments, but none of theirs are. Alright, we're going to hit the no attacks. What are they bouncing though? Probably Loran, right? It's the most expensive. I really need to kill this Dennick. So how does Disturb work? You may cast this card from your graveyard transformed. Oh, so it has to die first. They're bouncing Alseid of Life's Bounty. They're attacking in for 5 in the flyings. Malcolm's going to trigger. Oh, they get to free cast a spell again, which is another grief. Alright, I mean, this game is over. I suppose I'll play it out, but this game is 100% over. Yeah, I'll play it out, just because I'm recording. But, yeah, no, there's no way we win this game. If we could have stuck a Phelia, maybe, but with them removing Phelia enough times, take the Alseid, yeah. What is the draw here? I'm not sure. That is a draw. And it is pretty good. Okay, I'll cast Elishnor. I mean, that's gotta be one of our best draws in the deck. They're gonna hard cast a Mystical Dispute. Oh my god, that hurts. Yeah, if that resolved, the game may have been slightly different. If you can see what I'm looking at right now, the One Ring probably was our best draw. Elspeth Conquers Death would have been very good. And Anti-Causal Vestige would have been good. I actually never played with the card. I put it in the deck semi-recently, because this is a deck that this is my favorite Brawl deck by far. It's a deck that I've been playing for quite a long time. Am I just dead here? If they full swing, am I dead? Yeah, I think I am. if they only discard non-lands, but they decide not to full swing. Oh, nope. They are full swinging. Okay. You know there's an all attack button there? I don't know why they didn't press it, but okay. They're gonna connive on grief. Alright, so we can kill it if they don't put at least 2 non-lands in the graveyard from this connive. They have to discard 3. If 2 of them are lands, we can double... Oh no, wait, we've got 4 power here. So we need them all to be land. They discarded all lands. Alright. I mean, we did if we don't block, so I guess we have to double block, right? Because there's Menace. I'm going to activate the Loran, though. Draw a card. We don't actually play Wraths in this deck, so I don't know what the draw could be, and it's definitely not Gemstone Caverns. But I guess we'll stay alive, see what happens. One Ring. One Ring's a good card. Very good card. One Ring into I don't even know, to be honest. Yeah, there is not much that we could actually draw. Ossification is not enough. Alright, well that was a good game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And, yeah, build this Phelia deck, because it's really, really cool. And, yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. I might think about playing Phelia again on the channel. It is my favourite deck, so you shouldn't be surprised if you see it again. Just because I find it very fun. And I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, thank you. Bye-bye.